Is there anybody that lives here with us that we can't see?
Can you tell me who this is right here? Who is this? Did you hear that? Yo!
Crazy.
What?
It's going
Oh my
insane.
What is happening?
Are you pointing them back at Daddy? Good job, sweet pea.
Good job.
Previously on Paranormal Blacktivity.
He sees a big black thing crawling up his ceiling.
You've had experiences in the short 3 months that you've been here.
Yeah.
Alice, is there anything that you would like to say to your parents?
This thing was huge.
I'm so shook right now.
What's going on, PB viewers? I'm Amber Smiles Jones and welcome to the Paranormal Blacktivity channel. Let me tell you something. If you missed part 1 of this 3-part mini-series from Newnan, then you definitely are going to have to go back to watch part 1 and then come on back over here and enjoy part 2. I went to Newnan, Georgia to do an investigation for a family to figure out what's going on in their home. And we found out a lot of information in part 1 that's going to kind of explain how and maybe why these things are happening. Do me a favor, click that thumbs up button and make sure you guys subscribe. Be sure to put your headphones on when watching this video. I honestly do think that if it's possible, you put your headphones on for the entire video, turn on some speakers and turn it up, because there are a lot of things that I did not hear until I was editing. Now, of course, I'm only human, so there's a few things that I could have missed. Down below in the comment section, I want you guys to do me a favor and write what I didn't mention in a video that you may have seen, or maybe something you heard, along with a timestamp down below so I can take a look at it myself. I'm going to tell you right now, if you have always wanted to be a paranormal investigator, today is that day, because if you're watching my videos, you're a paranormal investigator with me. Okay, so be sure you're paying attention to the background, also that you're listening as well, because there are some things that I could have missed. I guess the best place to start is where we left off in part 1. Before we get started, obviously I want to say this. I am not super religious, but I do believe that I am protected by the big guy and then also my friends and family who have passed. So I don't feel any negative energy right now, okay? And I want to let this be known that we are not here to communicate with any negativity. You are not allowed here, and you are not allowed to follow me home, okay? You stay out there in the woods where you belong. That's your land, go ahead. But this house, we're not putting up with that today, okay? Let that be known. Once again, you cannot follow me home. And what we're gonna do in here is we're gonna turn on this K2 meter. We're just gonna have it sitting right there so everybody can see. Can you see it? I don't know, can you see it? Oh, I didn't know that moved. Okay, I thought that was a part of it. So if these lights fluctuate, that'll let us know that someone is nearby. So this is pretty much like a spirit box, but it's on my phone. But we also have an actual spirit box that we will use, okay? So let's go ahead and get this thing started. Are there any spirits in here in this room with us right now? That says something.
Yup.
You heard yep?
Sure is.
Allow me to introduce myself to you. My name is Amber. Do you know the names of the 2 people sitting across from us on the table right here? These 2 people? Can you tell me what color Lily's shirt is? Ooh.
Yellow.
Did you hear it? I heard that too. Did you hear
It
that?
sounded like a little girl's voice.
How many people are sitting at this table right now? Okay, so here's the thing. There were 5 of us there. We had Ryan, we had Catherine, we had Lily, we had Kara, and myself. That's 5. When I'm doing these investigations, I ask questions that proves to you that they're answering questions in that moment. What color is Lily's shirt? How many of us are in the room? Questions like that show like a cognitive response.
I've got like this salty taste in my mouth and like my chest feels heavy.
You giving mommy a hug?
make it dead.
The spirit box said mom just now.
I'm gonna separate them a little more and give her a little bit more space for action because it's not kind to hit people.
That's crazy.
This is insane, Sarah. What the heck is happening?
Oh my god.
It's going crazy.
It is.
Yo!
Crazy.
What?
Guys, look at
It's
this.
going
Oh my god.
insane.
It's like spinning in big circles.
Look at this.
What
Look
is...
at this. Look at this.
Look at the dowsing rod.
It's going insane.
Oh my god.
Look,
Are you getting that?
Yeah.
what is happening?
My GoPro is acting insane right now. It won't even connect.
It's like-
The GoPro's
I can
freaking
feel
out.
the
It
freaking
is.
wind.
The K2 meter and the dowsing rods were just going kind of crazy. And I gotta say, the look on Kat's face said it all. She was confused, concerned, nervous, it was a lot going on. It's understandable, the question, what is going on? Also, something else random happened. My GoPro camera started to glitch. It wasn't working correctly, but luckily Kara had her iPhone out, so they were able to film it and keep it going.
Are you here?
What is happening?
I can feel the wind.
It's okay.
Everything's okay. But let's go ahead and put it down, okay?
No, it's okay.
You okay?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just,
It's a lot to process.
yeah.
As I'm sure you could tell by her voice, she was a bit shaken. She wasn't afraid per se. If I had to give it like a word or a phrase, I would use the words like emotionally confused, but she wanted to continue. Something really interesting happened. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but in the very beginning of this particular clip, right before Catherine starts speaking, I hear like a whisper. I'm gonna go ahead and play that again, and if you hear it down below, maybe you can tell me what it says. I couldn't make it out, but I did hear a whisper right before she started speaking. How often does she get to, and it's only one of them.
It's only one.
It's not even...
Well, because she's close to that, so she's over there by you.
My goodness.
I felt like cold on my left leg, like it felt like the little hand,
Are you playing? Can you make the other one go too?
This camera just went down.
Are you kidding?
I think the battery is kind of gone. And I just put that battery in. And that one's moving for a second.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh, together?
After Catherine asked her daughter to move the dowsing rods, my camera battery went dead. It's almost as if the energy from my battery was just drained because I charged it before I left. It was at 100%. I mean, it's possible that was her trying to get enough energy to continue to communicate with her mom. I mean, I don't know what else to think here. It said that spirits can use your energy or even energy from electronics in order to share their presence. None of this has been scientifically proved, but I guess that's where the paranormal part comes in, All I know is those dowsing rods, they started moving around at the same time my camera battery died. Not to mention, Kara said something about the temperature changing, that it was getting colder. We all felt that.
Good job. I asked her to make the other one go.
Can you tell me who this is right here? Who is this? Did you hear that? I heard dad or daddy. Did you hear that?
Good.
Oh my God.
I heard dad.
Please look, they're both going
They
now.
are. Okay, I gotta tell you, something is going on, but it's a good something.
Yeah.
This is not a negative energy.
No.
This is
Playful.
family.
Yeah.
She wants to play.
This is family. Kids love those things too because they spin and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, they love those things. Alice is still here, Mama.
I guess so.
Yeah.
We're a friend. She's got a lot of I can feel the wind off of this
She
one
doesn't
now.
like to go to sleep either.
No, no one likes to go to sleep in this house.
And you can put those down whenever you're ready.
I like them.
You
Can I
like
keep them?
It's a lot of energy attached to those bad boys.
Yes.
But we can get you a pair.
I might need it.
Actually, they're probably on Temu. I think she likes that idea that she wants you to get.
If you want me to get some, can you light that thing up red? So we can talk and play?
She said, I'm busy playing, Mama.
Girlfriend, I know you hear me. My entire right leg is freezing cold.
Is it? It is a little chillier over here.
Feel towards like my hip arm
See something.
area. For real, put your hand.
Yeah, you can feel the I can feel it just like it's down here though.
Yeah,
Like a
it's
small
like a little
child.
kid.
Yeah, I do feel that. You know, it's kind of interesting that she mentioned her right side being cold. That's the same side that the dowsing rod that she was holding was spinning fast, while the other dowsing rod was not moving nearly as quickly. A lot of people have said that they've had experiences in dealing with the temperature changing during a paranormal investigation or just having a paranormal experience. So I came across something on higgypop.com. They're talking about the science behind cold spots. The theory goes that spirits require energy to manifest a physical form or interact with our physical world. This energy could be drawn from the environment, including the thermal energy in the air. By absorbing this heat energy, the ghost creates a noticeable drop in temperature, resulting in a localized cold spot. It's kind of interesting that she mentioned her right side being cold. That's the same side that the dowsing rod that she was holding was spinning fast, while the other dowsing rod was not moving nearly as quickly. That's interesting when you think about it. How do you feel about this, Dad?
This is pretty normal for me. I'm just glad she's getting to experience it now.
Oh, so you've been experiencing it for a while? Yeah.
I feel like we haven't interacted with her in a while, though.
She
Yeah,
hasn't been
has been coming
active
around.
lately. Ever
Can
since
you hear
Cammy's
this one?
adoption.
What was that?
It's this rod.
You heard that too, right?
Yeah, what was that?
Like a metallic-y, static-y.
That, what is that?
It's coming from this one.
Rod.
I've never heard that before. I'm not sure if you could pick up hearing that without headphones if you're wearing them, but there was a very strange sound coming from the dowsing rods, like only one of them. And I have had these dowsing rods since I was in college. I'm in my 30s right now, and they have never made that sound before, ever. I've never seen them spin that fast. Everything about this investigation is just it's just so different. If you're here, can you say something inside of this microphone so that we can hear your voice? Actually, I might need you to ask.
Can you say something inside that microphone? On the other side. Can you tell her your name? Does this ever happen? This much spinning?
No, I've never used it with that much spinning. I've used it and had experiences and it moved, but not incessantly like that.
Like a kid's playing with them?
Yeah, no. And I've also...
And the other way.
This is new for
And
me.
the other way.
Let me try something. You put them on. Is it on your ear?
Mm-hmm. This is crazy.
Can you speak into this microphone? To your mom? To say your name? This thing is really going.
It's going crazy.
Do you like playing with the dowsing rods?
Do you think we should get some? Do you like talking? Now this one's squeaking. The dowsing rods? Or do you like making the lights light up?
What is that?
Matchmaker.
Oh, shit.
Can you make the lights light up again? No, you like the spin.
Yeah, I think once the dowsing rods came out, she kind of lost interest.
Yeah.
There was just some kind of like glitching noise, like a.
Oh, yeah? Was it this? It's not that.
It was very subtle.
We've learned something so far. There are certain ways that this particular spirit likes to communicate. And right now it appears to be dowsing rods and a little bit of K2 meter. That seems to be the one that they seem to be interested in most, as well as the necrophonic app. That's been doing kind of good, but I tried to do here, just like the old school EVP. She did not react too well for that unless there was something that I missed that you guys heard. Let me know down below in the comments section. Let me explain to you what an EVP is. EVP stands for electronic voice phenomena. Pretty much what they are sounds that have been recorded on electrical equipment. And many of these sounds can be interpreted as spirit voices. And I have definitely witnessed a lot of EVPs in my day, I'm not gonna lie. It's said that EVPs became very popularized in the 1970s. The typical length of an EVP is usually a phrase, or if you're lucky, a full sentence. They don't last for paragraphs or anything like that, or barely a full conversation. It takes up a lot of energy for spirits to actually communicate with us. I've never just had a full conversation with a spirit verbally. One of the reasons why I ask the spirits the questions that I ask them is not only for a verbal validity, but also to get a visual validity. Damn, that's a hard word to say. But that's why I ask questions like, what color is this shirt? What number am I holding up? Because whatever they respond to, it feels like it's a cognitive response. And this has been something that I've been experiencing for years. Okay, so we're on a new battery right now because the other one, it literally died, and I charged it before I got here. And we literally turned it on for like, what, maybe 20 minutes? And it's fully dead. But luckily, your girl came prepared. So what I want to do, you two, is I want to put this REM pod in your son's room while we're out here.
Okay.
And see if we hear anything, because this is a device that we can hear if we're not in the room.
So, I'll also see if it went off.
All right. So if anything is close to it, you'll know. Out. Okay. Be careful, little one. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put it right here. Right in the middle of the room on the floor. Okay, I'll put it right there. All right, so we got the REM pod in there. All right, whenever you're ready. Oh. Put that there too, just in case.
Hello?
Is there anybody that lives here with us that we can't see? You?
It's almost as if the spirits are communicating with each other. You know, one says dog, another dude was like, yo, is that a dog? And the other dude was like, yeah. You know, it sounds like a conversation. I can't help but wonder who else is there. I do believe that it is more than just their child. I think someone else is there too, and not just someone else. Many other spirits. I don't know. I may have to go back there and investigate another time. Who knows?
Do you, young man? You can see them. Sometimes I hear a baby cry. Do you hear that too?
Was the spirit asking Catherine, can you see them? Because there is definitely more than one spirit in that home. Definitely more than one spirit on that property. I feel like we were surrounded. Remember when I told you that you might want to go back and look at part 1? Because a lot of things will make more sense and then to come back here? Yeah, in part 1, we heard babies crying. Now, well, actually, I heard babies crying while I was editing the video, but I did not hear the babies when I was there on investigation. At least there was a part of the video where I mentioned that. And it's very interesting because I was not, there were no babies on the premises. And her asking that kind of validated what we saw in part 1. So once again, if you missed part 1, you might want to go back and check that one out.
What?
Is the person that moved the spoon in the bowl here? Hey, the thing's going off. The EMF meter's going off.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I came in and the light was going on. Is there somebody in here with us right now?
Is this freaking out?
Who was making this EMF meter go off? What's your name? Do you have a name? Alice? Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Is that something that you're comfortable with talking about? You don't have to.
Okay.
You share only what you're comfortable to just explain what Alice means.
Okay, so I naturally conceived triplets. I lost one of the first baby before I even really got to an ultrasound, but they were able to see a sac and a yolk, so that was indicative of a third baby. And several weeks later, I wound up losing my other baby, so that it's going off, baby. I wound up losing my baby A.
Are you okay?
Yeah. And there's been several times where obviously, you know, we're aware of something being here. So my husband, Ryan, has an app kind of similar to the one that you're using tonight. And when we ask questions, the name that is always kind of the common denominator is Alice.
I think that Alice is probably here with us right now. I think. And you probably sense Alice a lot.
When it started going off, I was asking if I was crazy for hearing a baby cry or something along those lines. It was something about a baby crying. Okay. And that's when the EMF kind of started.
So you were talking about the baby before, and then you hear the name.
Yes.
And then the EMF goes off. That's a lot. Let's try something a little different. What I want to do is something called the knock test. So it's pretty much a tune that many of us, what was that? Was that you? Holy shit. you didn't even sound real. No, you're fine. I just wanted to make sure it was human. I didn't know what was going on. So it's pretty much finishing a tune on the table. And it's a tune that you probably heard before, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a tune. And then I want the spirit that is here to finish this tune. You guys have seen this before. So let's see if we can do this, all right? I want you guys, if you're here, to finish this tune. So we actually sat there in silence for a while, but we never got any response from that particular form of communication. So we decided to move on. Although the knock-knock test has worked for me in the past, so it's nice to have that in the chamber.
She probably won't hit you in the face. You're dad. Hold it to where you know you're gonna be still.
Let's see if Alice talked to Daddy too. You can't ground her.
Is it Daddy?
Oh,
Daddy?
that's Daddy. They're pointing both at Daddy. And he's not moving. He's still. That's not him.
You pointing at mommy?
Holy shit.
Good job.
Where's mommy? Good job, baby.
Good job. Can you point them back at daddy?
Good job, sweet
Good
baby.
job.
I feel like she's sitting in my lap right now.
Really?
My hands are cold. My lap is cold.
The look on his face when he realized that he was communicating with his child, feeling the weight of a small child sitting in his lap, feeling the temperature change because of her presence, not to mention the dowsing rods were doing what dowsing rods do. The dowsing rods were dowsing, you know, and it was such a warm and beautiful moment. And that's what I meant by not every paranormal experience has to be dark or scary or evil. Sometimes they can be like this, warm, you know, beautiful. And just looking at him, there was a sense of pride there as well. And just what a beautiful moment. What a beautiful moment.
Point him back at Daddy. Good job. You can do it. You're almost there. Good job.
That is so beautiful. I'm trying not to cry right now.
Right?
Who's your favorite?
Uh-oh.
Better point at me.
Don't
See,
you start
what
that.
I say, no real one. Point at me. Me and mommy? Literally me and mommy.
Is that Izzy?
Where's Izzy? Poppy?
Under the table.
Yeah, right there. That's Izzy. Huh? Where's Aunt Lily?
So,
Oh,
here we are, dude.
This is so crazy. I couldn't be more still if I tried.
See, everyone thinks that you have to manipulate it to make it something.
No.
You just talk to
I
these
wouldn't even know
spirits.
how. Like,
Yeah, you just talk to them like they're people because at one point they were.
Yeah.
Who you are as a person is most likely who you're going to be in your afterlife.
It felt like
No,
somebody
go
just fluttered the hair on the inside of my elbow.
You getting scritches?
That's exactly what just happened. Like, that was
You
weird.
giving daddy scritches?
So me and the girls, we give him scritches. This is what me and the girls do to him.
Oh, I do that to people with beards all the time. It just feels nice.
But it's like a habitual thing. Like we do it at least once a day, if not multiple times a day.
Oh,
Like
so
Tammy will
she's
be like, I gotta
joining
give daddy
in.
his scritches.
Oh, so is that what you were just feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
But
wild.
like, she was doing it on the inside of my arm. Like,
Oh my God. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I have to say this investigation is definitely on like my top 5 list. I have never had a paranormal investigation that kind of was like wrapped around this type of warmth. I've had funny moments, beautiful moments, scary moments as well, but for me to be there for hours and experience so much warmth, you know, so much light and positivity and investigation all in one night was beautiful. Sometimes I get a range of good, bad, or just bad, or sometimes more times than not, nothing at all, which is another reason why there's not a Paranormal Blacktivity video every week. Paranormal things don't happen to me every week. You know what I'm saying? But this was amazing. So I am looking forward to you guys seeing part 3. It's going to be an interesting thing, and I hope that you guys are enjoying yourselves and learning something as well. So do me a favor, click that thumbs up button and make sure you subscribe. This channel cannot be monetized yet, so I'm not making any money on any of these videos right now. In order to do that, I have to get my watch time up. I have enough subscribers, but I don't have enough watch time. And I think one of the ways to help that is if you're watching, hit that thumbs up button. And not just for this channel or my other channel, I mean for all YouTube channels. If you're watching their videos, YouTubers, they put so much work into the content that you're consuming. And all you have to do to show your appreciation and support is click the thumbs up button and subscribe. It costs you nothing. So make sure you're supporting your favorite YouTubers out there because we are working our asses off to provide you some free and amazing content. Well, that's going to be it for today. Thank you for joining me in this video where you went ahead and watched me put my black card on the line. Part 3 is coming, and other Paranormal Blacktivity videos are coming as well. I know that I have to put in the work as well to get those watch time hours up, and I will. I certainly will. It's just, man, I do a lot and for very little money. So I'm kind of tired sometimes. I'll see you guys next week on Paranormal Blacktivity. Next time on Paranormal Blacktivity, Part 3.
Do you play with your sister sometimes?
Yeah.
I heard that.
Can you make this light up again? You just have to get close to it.
Did you just move something in the closet?